What's up, boys and burls? This is Osiris with another ladder game. We're going to show you a PvT and how to DT fast expand according to Liquipedia's own basic build order. This is a high diamond, low masters game. My opponent is Kazanorian. I'm rank 1 or 2 diamond, and he is rank 40, I believe, in masters in the North American server. Once again, this is Tal'Darim Altar, and this build is just awesome. If you guys are having trouble with Terran, this is a great build to try out every once in a while. If you're tired of doing your, one gate expands that fail, or if you feel you fail too much with them, this is a good one to try out. I suggest trying it out in the, versus a computer a couple times so you could get it basically down. And I want to show you how to transition the build order that Liquipedia has a little bit, so you can deal with what your opponent's doing. So you have to change up the build order in case he goes for a Reaper or he goes for a fast attack. You have to do things a little differently. So let's go through this. I'm in the 5 o'clock position. He's in the 7 o'clock position about. So this is pretty good position for this. Some weaknesses this build has is, like a double starport Banshee Rush, you probably lose straight up to that. So you have to be careful. If you scout really quick gases, that would be an example of something that you would have to transition out of. Probably go for a Robo Bay then, and switch out of this DT stuff. The basic build order starts off at 9 Pylon, then Chrono Boost. You want to get a 12 gateway in this, not a 13 gate. 14 Assimilator, 15 Pylon. At 16 you're going to get your Zealot, and at 18 you're going to get your Cyber Core, a little late. I'm just scouting around here, still looking around for him. Very important scouting in this one. My opponent is going for what looks to be, it could be a 1 gate, or 1 or 2 racks pressure. Could be just a 1 racks expand. It is unusual to get gas sometimes, I feel, when they do this, but sometimes they like to have a bunker with Marauders in it, because Marauders are they just eat Protoss. I got my 2nd Pylon over here because I wanted to hide my tech. The thing you want to do on this is really try to hide your DT shrine. Now sometimes that doesn't always work, and it didn't work in this game, so I'll show you what to do when they scout it. You don't always have to be aggressive with this. You could play it defensive, use map control to your advantage. So my probe gets in here, and I'm seeing the tech lab. That is not something I want to see. The thing that I'd really want to see, where I feel most safe, is if I saw no gases, no tech lab, and I saw him going for expand already, or yeah, basically that's it. 1 racks expand is honestly the best thing that that could happen to me right now. But he goes for a Reaper instead. This is a little unusual. Not many people use Reapers. He's actually going for a 2nd one. This is because I don't believe he scouted. So he's going for his expansion. I don't think I scouted that, did I? I didn't, but I saw the SCV, so I played a little unsafe here, but I was pretty sure he's going for his expand, so I'm not going to get my gateways early. Instead, I'm going to get my Twilight Council at 24 population. That is when you're supposed to get it according to the build order on Liquipedia. So I got my Sentry out instead of a Stalker. This was kind of a mistake. Yeah, so my Sentry died. Reapers are really good against Sentries and Zealots, so that was just like build order fail right there. On this map I would suggest getting a Stalker, just to deal with Reapers, and Sentries can't really block off much of anything anyway since your ramp is so big. So just keep that in mind. He's scouting with another Reaper, and this forces me to get my Stalker out. Now this is not part of the build. You usually just want to get 1 Stalker or 1 Sentry out. Sentries for maps with ramps, specifically. So this kind of delayed my DT shrine a little bit, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm not too worried about pressure because I know the Reaper slowed him down a little bit at least. And now that I saw 2 Reapers, I'm pretty sure he's not going for any type of fast attack with Marauders Marines. How could he? So he's got his expansion up already. Mine's going to be pretty much after his. Now, I have to transition because I know that he saw my Twilight Council, and that screams DTs, really. And right there he saw my Dark Shrine, I'm pretty sure. So, I'm not going to cancel my Dark Shrine or anything stupid like that. I threw my 2nd and 3rd gateway up at about 27 to 30 population. That's when you want to get it up, depending on, what they're doing. I think I got it at about 28 on this one. So before I expand, I'm actually going to go for a forge. Now, normally I'd be expanding in about... well, first off, usually you want to get 3 Zealots now, I believe. Or a Stalker, you know, 2 Zealots, Stalker. On your first warp in, that'll get there, and then your second warp in will be your DTs. So my build's a little off right now because of what he did with the Reapers, and because he scouted my DT shrine. So I'm throwing up my Nexus at about 36. On Liquipedia it says to throw it at 37. That would be if the build went 100% according to plan. So I threw my Forge up first, like I told you. This is going to be my transition into Zealot Archon, which is really, really good against Terran, to be honest with you. You're going to get 2 attack for this build. No armor, and you know, unless it goes to the late game and you can afford it. So I'm a little behind on my Nexus timing, but I'm still ahead in probes. He has a better saturation, like, coefficient, though. So he's probably gathering resources a little bit faster, too, because he has his mules going to be coming out soon. It seems like he actually did save his mules until the turrets went up, though. He should be throwing them down any second. So he knows the DTs are coming. So I'm not fully behind because he did have to make turrets. That's 200 resources right there and a bunker. So you can see why I'm still ahead on harvesters. I'm going to throw down 2 more gateways to get up to 5. And the goal really for this build is 6 or 7, depending on if you want to be super aggressive or passive aggressive expand. What I like to do is be extremely aggressive and expand. So I'm taking a lot of risks, but if you have the micro to do it, I say why not? Because it's really good to keep pressure on Terran. There he goes. He's throwing his mules down now, and it's really jumping his economy up. Want to get your gases as quick as you feel, well, as much as you feel safe. I had 3 DTs that I warped in. You're going to want to use these for Zelnaga control, just so we can't tell what's coming. And they're going to want to check the areas where he might get his third, here, there. Look out for drops, you know, that kind of thing. Ah, yes, over here too. Because sometimes I've seen people actually try to take that expansion, and I haven't noticed it before. Okay, got the gateways up. Still chrono boosting my forge out there. And I'm also getting charge. Very important for this build, you don't want to forget that. Another important thing, make sure you don't get Pylon blocked. That's one of the biggest things I say from Diamond to Masters is getting Pylon blocked. I'm not even kidding. That's one thing that I see that is different from High Diamond to Low Masters, and the difference between the games sometimes. So I'm using this DT as kind of a, you know, pseudo observer. Pseudo, that's right. Pseudo observer, just to see when he moves out of his base, see if he tries to take this third down here, while still keeping my guys on the Zelnaga tower. And I think I see him over here. I thought I saw a few guys move down there, so I know he's probably going to take down his rocks. Probably would have been better to position him down here a little more, just so I could tell easier. So this guy is going for more racks. He's doing a good job of not getting supply blocked himself, so I am still ahead in harvesters, though. So he is producing SCVs as quick as he can. I think he's not making one now. You got to make sure that you're producing all the time. But a big thing is the mules are really. He's got to save some of his energy because he's not sure if I'm going. You know, if he tries to move out, the DTs will just wreck him without a Raven or something. So he's getting his double upgrades here for 1-1. I'm on weapons level 2 already. Let me go back to production. And I'm pretty much ready for an attack, but the thing is, so is he. So he's going to go for an attack here. He's doing this without ghosts. I wouldn't really suggest doing this as Terran. I feel like you should move out when you get ghosts. So that might be a mistake on his part. Always keep your eye on the minimap. Never want to lose any of your DTs. So I see this push coming out. And the basic reaction that you should usually have to this is sending 1 DT at a time at his army, so he has to keep scanning, and it just keeps him, buys you tons of time until he gets to your base. And by the time he gets to your base, usually you can hold it off with Zealots and Archons. So I see this push coming, though. I don't have to worry about that because I already have a big enough army. He didn't attack early enough, to be honest with you, I don't think, if he wanted to attack at all. Took out the gas. That's important because it's a very limiting factor in PvT. And I'm just going to go for the surround here. He overextends himself a little bit by, he kind of concaves himself into my base, and it just gives me a nice advantage. I don't know what the hell these guys are doing. Definitely told them to attack, but whatever, that's fine. Using DTs is great because it forces scans. Gonna just keep on warping guys in, and I took care of this push fairly easily. We see how good +2 Archons really are against MM. He is gonna get his Ghost Academy soon, I believe. He should be getting it now, to be honest with you, since he didn't before. And this is usually a good time that they like to take their third. So look at that there. I see his army, a little tiny army moving out. I saw the SCV coming down, so I am going to go and attack his third. Checking it out right there. Take out the SCV, force the cancel on the command center. That's slowing him down really good. And he's going to go for an attack here. Now watch for the stutter step micro. You want to pull back if you feel like you're too overextended. And try your best to switch your DTs to Archons before they're about to die. I did not do a good job of that there. So try your best. Maybe you're better than I am. Pretty important to get a forward pylon. I tried about 2 times, and just by stroke of luck, he killed my probe while I was going to the front line. So just got to keep sending out guys there. I believe I'm going to go for my third now. So this is what I'm talking about with your very aggressive wall expanding play. I love to do this. It's really great because you are pretty safe against drops. If he decides to split his army up now, it's not going to be good for him because I could just attack him and kill him. This is too many pylons. I'm going to, cancel that. Okay, 2 pylons on the front line is pretty good next to each other. So I'm pretty much just going to, try to contain him in his base now and just keep the pressure going on him. I know 2 base Terran in this position where he's lost a good chunk of his army is not a good position for him to be in. So he's going to have to try to do something like expand really quick somewhere and try to get ahead in economy again. Or he's going to go for an all-in. And he pretty much can't go for an all-in because he doesn't have Ghosts out yet. At least I haven't seen him. He doesn't have his Ghost Academy up now. Researching Mobius Reactor so he could use EMP right away as soon as they get out. But I don't think he actually even gets a Ghost out in this game. Now he's sending his guys out into the middle here. Sees my forward pylons, kills it, but that's okay because I sent my army around the bend into his, and now I'm going to kill this bunker. And I'm in a pretty good position now. Just try to keep your Zealots in front of your Archons as best you can. Try to warp in and get a surround on these guys so they can't set up macro on you. That's very good against Terran. Positioning is extremely important. When your Archons get too far away, try to target down the medevacs as you can because, well, it's just good to kill them, That should be pretty obvious. Just chasing him around here, sent a couple guys around there to intercept him in case he went over here. But now he's in pretty deep shit, I'd say. So I'm just going to keep the pressure on him and make sure he can't get his third base. Remember, keep a couple DTs in your army to force scans, and they do great damage, to be honest, if he doesn't see them or notice them while he's attacking. I've got a shit ton of DTs here. That's really ridiculous. Yep, want to switch a couple of those into Archons. And just remember to warp guys in. Oh, these guys were back here the whole time. Look at that. Chrono boosts on your gateways now would be a great idea. I think I did it already, to be honest. No, I might not have. You know what? Let's keep view on me. So I'm forcing scans still, as you see here, killing off SCVs on the top while taking some of his army out there. I'm gonna remember to go back to your base and chrono boost your probes as this is happening. You want to make sure your economy is getting up. Macro is very important while you're microing your army. Let's go back to all of you. So right now he's in pretty deep shit, I'd say. Micro your Archons, keep them back, try to keep them alive as long as you can. And at this point, pumping Zealots will probably just win you the game when he's this far behind. So I did find a good window in this game when he did not have Ghosts. And even if he did, it's still a strong composition that you have against this. There we go. There's the chrono boost on the warp gates there. Because I still want to go for the kill. Pretty good APM. Impressive from the Terran, I will say. Keeping pro production. I believe, yes, I'm building some more gateways. Just want to get ahead in my macro while I'm still kicking his ass. And throwing some cannons up in case he went for a drop or something. But at this point, it's pretty much futile, I think. This game's pretty much in the bag for me. I knew that I have it. You just want to make sure you don't make too many mistakes so you lose your army. You, like, move commanding into his base or something. That would be stupid. And I think this is the final battle here. Agreed. So that was a nice little DT expand. I think that was pretty informative. I hope you guys found it so. Terran players out there, make sure you get ghosts. And scan. Don't overscan. Get ghosts early if they're going for this. And you gotta use those EMPs good. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys thought this was a good video, and I'll see you guys next time.